Hello and welcome to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Now, do not mind me, this is just practice for my English. Feel free to tag along if you want. Why is my joystick not working? Okay, there we go. Let's keep playing. Okay. April 28, 9:15 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. I'm fine. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine. Hey. Nice reference. Is Apollo okay? He's been muttering to himself all morning. He's been like that since yesterday. Guess the pressure of today's trial is getting to him. I'm gonna make this full screen so it looks better. There we go. Poor Polly. He's really tearing himself up all over all this. Get it together, Apollo. Yikes, Athena. When did you get here? Try to relax a little bit, will you? You're getting yourself way too worked up. Yeah, but I'm alright. I'm fine. You know, I did a little digging on this Nayuta Sadmadi guy. He's apparently not your run-of-the-mill prosecutor. Oh yeah? What did you find out? Well, they say he wields an incredible power to accurately read a trial's karma and its ultimate fate. What is that supposed to mean? I don't have all the details, but apparently he can foresee how the arguments will go and even lead his opposition. So the defense basically ends up going in whatever direction he has in his head. Man, this isn't going to be a cakewalk, if that's true. Emma did say she'd talk to him for us, though. Here's hoping that went well. In any case, it sounds like he's going to keep us on our toes. Man, this is gonna be fun. That's why I know you're ready, why I know I can leave Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. That's Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright is putting his fate on me. I can't let him down now. I'm fine. There he goes again. It's almost like he's chanting a prayer. I'm fine. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine. If you say so, Apollo. The trial will start momentarily. Is the defense ready? Yes, we're fine. Hell yeah, dude. Let's fucking go. Trucy's fate and the fate of the agency rest on this trial. This is it, Justice. If ever there was a time to shine, it's now. Here we go. April 28, 9:30 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 6. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise. Yep. Court is now in session for the trial of Trucy Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Holy shit. And the prosecution? Prosecutor Sadmadi? 1,000 pardons. It was rude of me to keep you waiting. I was praying for the victim. Oh, praying. Yes, I see. You're a Quranist monk, correct, prosecutor? Yes, that is correct. I am but a lowly monk from the kingdom of Quran. I beg in advance for the forgiveness and kind patience of everyone here in this court. I am unfamiliar with the proceedings of this country and may make many blunders. He seems like such a gentle-mannered soul, doesn't he? I wonder if Emma had a chance to talk with him about Trucy. Now then, Prosecutor Sadmadi, your opening statement if you would. Certainly. In the name of the Holy Mother, I vow to guide the victim's soul to a land of eternal peace known as the Twilight Realm. Now, let the last rites of the victim begin. The what now? Nayuta Sadmadi. He's really been making a name for himself apparently, but that nickname, Last Rites Prosecutor, I wonder how that will come into play today. The incident took place in the middle of a spectacular magic show. The accused performed a magic trick in which she thrust a sword into a coffin. Yeah? A coffin from which the body of the victim then spilled out, dead from a fatal stabbing. The victim's name was Man of Mystery. Man of Mystery, for fuck's sake, game. Otherwise known as the Great Mysterious. Yeah, I knew that one. Mysterious. His blood was found in the sword that was used during the magic trick. Autopsy report. The victim's real name was Man of Mystery. His blood is on the murder weapon. Alright. So his death was just an unfortunate accident. It is only natural for one to assume as such, Your Honor. However, it was no mere accident, but rather a homicide. The prosecution's position is thus, that this was a murder made to look like an accident. I see. And you believe this crime was committed by the defendant? After a thorough consideration of all possible scenarios, I, unfortunately, had no other choice but to conclude as much. So that's how it's going to be, huh? I guess Emma couldn't convince him after all. Very well, and now let us hear from the defense. Naturally, we maintain that the defendant is innocent, Your Honor. If the defense wouldn't mind, could you please explain your reasoning? My reasoning? Well, I would have to say that my main reason is because I believe in the defendant. I see. So you find it difficult to come up with anything more concrete than that, do you? What a fine demonstration of the fact that you are indeed a lawyer of putrid mind. Oh, that's kinda harsh, but putrid mind? Prosecutor Sadmadi. Excuse me, but I did... You what? If you don't mind my asking, prosecutor, what was that you were just chanting? A sutra of the Holy Mother that guides those of tainted soul toward enlightenment. It is a Quraanist incantation to awaken the foolish from their fruitless slumber. Fitting for a lawyer who indulges in such fancy as the innocence of the accused. I see. So basically you are asking the defense to get real? Allow me these few words, defense. It is my duty as a monk to punish sinners and to guide victims' souls to the twilight realm. Should you show repentance and admit to the accuser's guilt now, no harm will come to you. But should you interfere with my sacred last rites for the victim, damn, then I shall cast you down into the pit of hell along with Phoenix Wright. Whatever you say, man. Now wait just 1 minute here. Putrid? Pit of hell? Is that any way to address someone in a court of law? Prosecutor Sadmadi, that may be the way you conduct trials in Quran, but I would appreciate if you would refrain from such charged language here. Your Honor, that was but a Quranist sermon for those who have strayed from the path. Harsh words are often necessary to admonish contemptible deviants who cannot see reason. Oh, I see. I didn't realize. I guess they really do hate defense attorneys in Quran, huh? Even still, that was way over the top as far as verbal abuse goes. And the trial's only just begun. Well, defense, I suppose the way a prosecutor does things varies by country. Why don't we look at this as cross-cultural exchange and try to be open-minded about it? What? Bailiff, please bring in the first witness. This is gonna be Emma? Snackus? Uh-oh, I thought she said she'd said goodbye to the snackos. Well, you know, shit happens. Detective Sky, the courtroom is no place for gorging yourself. What's wrong with having a little snack? Girls gotta eat, right? She seems a little stressed out. Detective Sky, your testimony, please. Yeah, about that. I just want to state for the record that I believe Tracy Wright is innocent. I'm sorry. Detective Sky, this path you seek to follow is misguided. Giving the wrongdoer false hope will only deepen her despair in the end. But I let it go and move on. Acts which go against your duty will earn you divine punishment from the Holy Mother. Sure. And there she goes again. Oh, fine. I don't know about the divine part, but I get the punishment bit loud and clear. I guess Emma got assigned tons of paperwork or something for sticking up for Tracy. She and Prosecutor Sadmadi don't seem to get along very well, do they? Shall we continue? The prosecution contends that the accused had a clear motive. The evidence, if you would, Detective Sky. Alright, please take a look at this poster. What do you mean? It's a troop grammary? Whatever. Poster from 13 years ago. From 13 years ago. Is it just me, or is it a little different from the one in Miss Wright's dressing room? This is a revised version of that poster. A revised version, you say? This one says cancel under Mr. Rios. That's right, Mr. Rios left the troop after the first version of the poster was printed. Okay, take a look at Mr. Rios' right forearm. Near his elbow, see the big scar there? Yeah? He apparently got that when he made a mistake while practicing a magic trick. Ouch, that's quite a scar. Because of the accident, Magnific Grammary concluded Mr. Rios was too unskilled. Just before the show was to open, Magnify announced that Mr. Rios wouldn't be appearing. But in defiance of Magnify's decision, Mr. Rios tried to go on stage anyway. This in turn caused Magnify to oust Mr. Rios from the troupe on the spot. He kicked Mr. Rios out. That seemed rather extreme. Did he really have to go that far? When it came to magic, Troop Grammary was so passionate, or should I say extreme, about it that it caused problems for them from time to time. Yes, they even caused this court a mountain of trouble with their extreme antics. And now, the troop's successor has committed a murder. It seemed the troop's rare talent was inherited by the right person after all. A putrid talent for criminality. Well. Damn. No one? Judge? Not even you? You sound rather extreme yourself, prosecutor. Criminals with impure souls do not deserve sympathy, Your Honor. As I was saying, after his expulsion, Mr. Rios apparently went on to hold a grudge against the troop. He would tell those close to him, I will get my revenge on Troop Grammary someday. Revenge? That certainly sounds antagonistic. 13 years old poster updated in the court record. Mr. Rios was apparently ousted from the Troop Grammary 13 years ago due to an injury he sustained. I see. And then, his change for revenge finally came. If you would be so kind, Detective Sky. I guess I don't have a choice, do I? Witness testimony. The defendant's motive. The victim planned to get his revenge on Troop's Grammary during Trucy's magic show. Mr. Rios was going to first steal the Grammary notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. That's why the victim's plan for revenge That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did, in fact, steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. Okay. I don't remember what the evidence was exactly, but I'm going to take a look at that later. By the time the accused had discovered the notebook's theft, it was too late. Her only option was to kill Mr. Reyes and make it look like it was an accident, and make it look like an accident.
Objection!
That's nothing but conjecture.
Objection!
The victim's assistant, Bonnie the Fame, gave the police a statement. She testified that just before the start of the show, Mr. Reyes said, "I'm going to reveal all of Troops Grammary's secrets on stage today." What? Well, that isn't exactly a great starting point for a rebuttal, is it? You're telling me. Allow me to give you one piece of advice, defense. Oh, and what's that? Here we go. Let it go and move on. Excuse me? Helping a sinner will only sully your own soul. One possessed of an unclean soul. One possessed of an unclean soul will burn in the flames of hell, and then be ever burdened with that sin in their next life. But I don't believe in that sort of thing. Besides, I have no intention of giving up. Yeah. Oh, Holy Mother, grant me the strength to deal with this putrid lawyer. Putrid? I think it's putrid. All actions have consequences, and yours will surely earn you the honor of being a mere stingbug at best in your next life. A stingbug? Now then, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination, please. Yeah, nice one, Judge. Nice one. Cross-examination. Alright, let's fucking go, man. The defendant's motive. Oh, nice! Look at my health bar. It's the attorney's badge. The victim planned to get his revenge on true grammaries during Triss's magic show. Yeah. Mr. Reyes was going to first steal the grammar notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did in fact steal the notebook. Did he though? The defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. Alright, this isn't telling me anything I can present, I think at least. Wait, let's check out the evidence. Alright, we have the diagram of the stage. We have the crime photo. Yeah, he was stabbed in the back. He had some sort of cord in his hips. Fingerprints. There is an unknown set of prints, now that I remember. Yeah, the prints inside the coffin didn't make sense as to why he was going to be stabbed in the back. The fire bucket. The script, what was this? Yes. Okay. Can't do anything with that. Contract. Oh yeah, there was a mistake in India in the show. Alright, let's start pressing, I guess. Let's see what Apollo has to say. Let's try to draw out all that we can from Emma's testimony. Knowing her, I'm sure she'll try to help us out as much as she can. Right, as long as Prosecutor Sadmadi doesn't cut her off at the pass. That is. Alright, the victim planned to get his revenge. Hold it! Revenge after all this time? All this time? It's been 13 years already. Why now? I know, right? I thought that was pretty sketchy myself. I mean, wouldn't he have done it a long time ago? Oh shit. Detective Sky, self-indulgent outbursts such as those will earn you divine punishment in the form of a salary evaluation. Eep. Jesus. There she goes. Wait, that's what divine punishment means? Let the detective have her snack. This humble servant of the Holy Mother shall explain. Over a decade ago, Troop Grammary was at the height of their popularity, but then their reputation declined, and they had all but faded from public memory. Until recently, that is, when Phoenix Wright sought to recapture their former glory. The defendant? And at such a young age too? How impressive! Yes, the accused's skill at magic is undeniably impressive. If she hadn't fallen onto the path of sin, she would have had a bright future ahead of her. It's always sad to see such promising young potential go to waste. Now then, Detective Sky, how did Mr. Rios plan to get his revenge? And please put down the snackoos before you continue with your testimony. Or either finish them up. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Rios was going to first steal the grammar notebook from the defendant. Hold it. What evidence do you have that Mr. Rios actually stole the notebook? Well, you see, Oh, god damn it. Whenever you're ready, Detective. Fret not, Detective Sky. You have nothing to repent for. You should be proud of the fine forensic discovery that you made. Forensic discovery? And what did she discover specifically? Detective Sky identified a certain set of fingerprints on the notebook. Upon further inspection, she determined that they belonged to Mr. Rios. What? The detective found the fingerprints entirely of her own volition. For that, I must say well done, Detective Sky. Oh, god damn it. Get a little too detective too using your precious white powder, did you, Emma? Now, Detective Sky, I would ask you to explain exactly how Mr. Rios intended to use the notebook to exact his revenge. Alright, well, first he stole the notebook. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. Hold it. I'm going to reveal all of Troop's Grammary's secrets on stage today. That's what Mr. Rios himself said, right? Right, but he didn't exactly specify which grammar secrets he was talking about. But the prosecution the prosecution thinks he was referring to the secrets behind Troop's Grammary's magic. Yes, that is the prosecution's assertion. When the accused realized that Mr. Rios was to reveal her family's most closely guarded secrets, she naturally panicked. So basically, Trucy's notebook was hiding in Mr. Rios' things because he had stolen it himself. I see. Truly a motive that only a magician could have. Yes, that's what the prosecution believes anyway. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did in fact steal the notebook. Do you really believe what you're saying, Detective Sky? Do you really think Miss Wright killed Mr. Rios to stop him from getting his revenge? Of course I don't think that. The truth is gonna... Oh, god damn it. He's good. I'll give him that. Keep your private considerations separate from your public duty. I warned you about this very thing before the trial began, did I not, Detective Sky? Yes, you did. Please recite my exact words to you. Emma Sky, you are the detective first and foremost, not the accuser's friend. Remember your duty and fulfill it faithfully. Excellent. So you do remember what I said to you. Come on, man. Your devotion to your work will be rewarded, for the Holy Mother sees all. This Holy Mother is no scientific concept I've ever heard of. Those two really don't get along, do they? Well, science and religion go together about as well as oil and water. As I was saying, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets.
Hold it!
Hold it. I'm sorry, but what exactly is the basis for claiming it was murder? Beats me? What? The basis beats me? You'll have to ask Prosecutor Samadi over there because he hasn't told me his reasoning either. Really? Detective Sky, your feeding of information to the defense has not gone unnoticed by my eyes. The bad karma of acts which go against your duty will impinge? How do you say that? Upon you in your next life. But even before that, it may impinge upon your job in the form of a transfer. Please don't get me kicked out of the forensic uni. Anything but that. Poor Emma. She's really been risking everything for us. Well, Prosecutor Samadi, what are your grounds for claiming homicide? It was the luminous tape in the understage passage. I realized that it had been moved so that Mr. Rios would climb up into the downstage coffin by mistake. Moved so that Mr. Rios would climb up into the downstage coffin by mistake. What? Mr. Rios, who was waiting in the understage passage, was supposed to have used the upstage ladder, shown here on the left. Oh, I see. Yes, it was to climb up into the coffin that had been set up in the backstage area. After being turned into a stuffed dragon during Act 1, Mr. Rios was supposed to come back to life and emerge from that coffin, but the luminous tape had been moved to mark the downstage ladder. So the victim climbed up into the coffin on the stage itself by mistake, the very same coffin the accused thrust her sword into. And you have proof that it was my client who moved the tape? But of course, Detective Sky. What do you mean? Oh, that's right. I identified the defendant's fingerprints on the luminous tape. Oh shit, you what? He actually had proof. Well, defense, are you finally ready to let it all go and move on? Absolutely not. Detective, please add the information about the prints on the tape to your testimony. The defendant's prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show. But she couldn't, because she was moving the platforms, the lifts. Well, maybe she could have done it before the whole show. Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. Alright, hold it. What made you think to check the luminous tape for prints? Well, I bet it was detective's intuition. I dusted not just the tape, but just about everywhere for fingerprints. Oh, I dusted pretty much every single surface in the theater. I mean, it was so nice to be able to dust for prints without anybody getting mad at me. It's great that you're enthusiastic, Emma, but there is such a thing as too enthusiastic. The tape was moved to get Mr. Rios into the coffin that was downstage. If that's true, it does sound like a murder rather than an accident. It certainly doesn't help that Truce's prints are on the tape. Ah, I wish I knew what sound would even be appropriate to make in this situation. Alright, so this is new. The defendant's prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure what the game wants me to present here. Let's see. Trussy's statement. Trussy moved the stage lifts to cover her Bonnie's mistake. She told no one about this. Bonnie messed up Mr. Hat's position for the escape tree, placing him opposite the scripted location on the right side. As a result, Trussy had to quickly move the lifts under the stage. She never told anyone that she had moved on the stage lifts. Okay. The stage lift Trussy had to move out of the way during the show. It was already all the way up. Oh, we can play this. Alright. So yeah, this is how it went down. How it went down, I mean. Trussy was inside the coffin, but at that moment she was already downstage. The puppet stabbed the coffin. It went up. A smoke bomb appeared and Trussy came down the floor, supposedly with a rubber sword. There's no sword in the cage in the back. And as she stabbed the coffin, she placed the sword there on the back. She took the coffin apart, and Mr. Rios appeared inside the coffin. At that moment, the dragon fell from the how do you call it? The prop from the stage came crashing down from upstairs and blocked the side of everything. Okay. I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to present here. Explodes in the murder weapon. I'm inclined to present the lift, but I don't know. Contains the rubber sword. She says she's swapped in for the trick. Man, we have a lot of evidence. The fire trick was cancelled due to the incident. Maybe I'm not supposed to present anything in this statement. Maybe it's another one. The defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did in fact steal the notebook, then intended to reveal... Right, I'm reading it backwards. Right. The victim planned to get his revenge on Grammary during Trish's magic show. Mr. Rios was going to first steal the Grammary notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind the magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did in fact steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. Defendant's prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show. Let's see. Let's try to present... Before this, I'm gonna save. No balls. No balls indeed. I'm gonna present the statement about that she had to move this.
Objection!
Nope, that was not it. The witness's statement contradicts this piece of evidence, Your Honor. And just what part of the testimony is inconsistent with this evidence? Huh? That's funny. I thought I saw an inconsistency a second ago. It disappeared like magic. The murder occurred during a magic show, so crazy things like this are bound to happen. Oh really? Well, let's see how magical you think this penalty is. Shit. Seems pretty normal to me, Your Honor. Alright. She must have moved. I don't know, man. I'm not sure exactly. Should I press the statements again? Mr. Rios was going to first telegram notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did in fact steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. I think it's very obvious, but I'm just not seeing it. Fuck. Alright, let's see. Tracy wore gloves during the show, so none of her bring. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one, right? Tracy wore gloves during the show, so none of their fingerprints were found. Yeah, that's impossible. Yeah, that's it. Objection! There we go. I'm sorry, Detective Sky, but there's a flaw in your testimony. Oh, really? The prosecution is claiming that Miss Wright moved the understage tape during the show in order to guide the victim into the coffin downstage. But it doesn't make sense that she would leave prints on the tape at that time. It doesn't. Please consider the fingerprints results of the main coffin, which shows that not one of my client's fingerprints was found on it, was found on or in it. That's true, we didn't find any of her prints on that coffin. I think you've realized what the flaw in your testimony is. Claiming Miss Wright left prints on the tape during the show is inconsistent with the facts. Because she was wearing gloves during the show. Oh! She must have left the prints sometime before the show started. In other words, her prints do not prove she moved the tape to mislead the victim. The prosecution's investigation was insufficient. Oh my! But on a personal level, I'm very happy about that. Well, Prosecutor Salmadi, if the defense's argument is true, then you have no evidence the defendant moved the tape to deceive the victim. I see. Apparently, the defense is more intelligent than I had thought. More than a stink bug, at any rate. Come on, you can bump me up to at least a stag beetle now, can you? Would that really be any better? Of course, way better. Stag beetles are cool, with those huge mandibles of theirs. Whatever that is. If the defense wishes to be promoted to a stag beetle, then answer me this question. Alright, shoot. Even with no evidence that the accused moved the tape to misguide the victim, the victim still climbed the ladder using the tape as a guide and entered the coffin on the stage. The accused then thrust her sword into said coffin with the victim in it. So what you're saying is, the fact remains that the victim was stabbed to death, right? Precisely. However, this does drastically change one aspect of this case. If the accused did not lead the victim into the coffin on purpose, then it means the victim's death could have been accidental. If it was indeed an accident, the defense can argue that it was involuntary manslaughter. I see. If it was involuntary manslaughter, they could plead extenuating circumstances, and the severity of the crime could be mitigated. Defense, if you believe the accused did not murder the victim, then do you argue that it was an accident? Oh, that's a trap. This is it, the all important question. The defense argues that Mr. Rio's death... Oh shit. Oh fuck, okay. No, I think it was a murder. The defense maintains that the defendant is entirely innocent. We believe that it wasn't an accident but murder. And what's more, we believe it was committed by a third party. A third party? As in the true culprit is someone else? That is quite a bracing claim to make, and one wholly without grounds. Your voice is as loud as your suit, and your mind echoes just as loudly in emptiness. Wrap it up. Surely you were but a loud red pepper in your previous life. I've been demoted to a vegetable? Wow, I didn't know a person could be reincarnated as a non-sentient plant. In any case, I do have grounds to make this claim. Let us hear this reasoning of yours then. Alright, here we go. Alright, but before I give it, there is one question that we need to address. If the victim was killed by some third party, that the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin wasn't the cause of death. If that's the case, then how did we wind up with a dead body inside the coffin? Yeah, that is weird. A very good question. Now let's hear your opinion, Mr. Justice. How did the victim's body wind up inside the coffin? It was magic. I mean, according to the fingerprints that we found in the coffin, according to... where is it? I don't see it. Was it crime photo? No. Fingerprints. Oh yeah, what's this? He was stabbed in the back, but the way the hands are positioned in the coffin right there means that his back was facing at the front of the coffin. So even if it was true that Trucy stabbed him when she thrusted the sword into the coffin, he would have had the stab wound in his right side of the body, not in the back. So he must have been stabbed on the stage and not in the coffin. Well, that's what I think, at least. Let's see. What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? In other words, what if the victim was already dead in the coffin from the get-go? Oh, I see. In that case, the defendant's sword wouldn't have been the cause of death. How do you respond, Prosecutor Salmati? That is the third time. The third time of what? Oh shit. He threw some prayer beads. What the heck is this? Uh-oh. Oh shit! My head! What do you think you're doing? Even the merciful Holy Mother loses patience if she is struck 3 times. Since you never learn, you needed to be punished. Why don't you let me worry about what I need and don't need? It is what you deserve for interfering with my sacred last rites for the victim. You are a brainless lawyer chasing phantoms. You know nothing. Let this humble servant of the Holy Mother give you an edifying sermon. A sermon? Now? There is a passage in the sacred scriptures of Qur'anism. A cornered frog will swallow even a snake. Huh? A cornered lawyer has unexpectedly struck back hard against the prosecution. Did I get it right? No, for I am not done with my sermon. And yet, the frog still dies, its belly bitten and torn from within. Just great. And in this case, you are that frog defense. What exactly is your point anyway? Let us assume for a moment that the victim was killed under the stage. Who then had the opportunity to do so during the show? Uh-oh. Let's see. The people in the show were... Uh-oh. Bonnie DeFame, the victim Mysterious, and Trucy Wright. Bonnie DeFame was on stage throughout this entire show, as easily confirmed by the footage from the show. Which leaves us with only one suspect, Trucy Wright. Yep. Now do you see? Fuck. The accused killed Mr. Rios and as he waited on standby in the understage passage, and then placed his dead body in the coffin above, thus making the murder look like an accident. No! Shit. Alright. I mean, I don't think anyone could climb a vertical ladder with a body, but okay, we'll go with this. Oh great and merciful Holy Mother. Thus, another putrid mind has been guided toward enlightenment. I can't believe I swallowed his trick question whole. Yeah, that was a tricky question.
Objection!
Oh, Athena. Sorry, but I have to raise an objection here. Athena, what are you? There's something I want to point out, Apollo. And who might you be? You strike me as a mere child in countenance. I may be young, but I have an attorney's badge just the same. And you would contribute to this discussion in that capacity? I most certainly would. Oh shit, we're doing this? You just argued that the defendant killed the victim under the stage. But let me remind you that Miss Wright is a girl. Clearly? Surely you didn't raise an objection simply to point out such an obvious fact. Your Honor, please send for this little child's guardian to come take her home. Hold it! But I'm not done with my sermon. You don't need to talk like Prosecutor Sanmadi, you know? Listen, if the victim was killed in the understage passage, then his body will then have to be hauled up to the stage, right? However, Miss Wright is a young girl, and a pretty petite one at that. She couldn't possibly have hefted the large body up and put it in the coffin. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's true, it doesn't seem like it would be rather difficult. It does seem like it would be a rather difficult task for the defendant. I don't think even I could do it. What do you think of that, prosecutor? Who's the child now? Well, I mean, she had the lifts down there, so I guess that's yeah, that's a yikes. In my religion, the priestesses of Grudainism are revered as the pillars of our beliefs. So I naturally hold nothing but deep respect for women. I also think highly of the female perspective, says the man who called this fair maiden a little child. Who's a fair maiden? Damn, Apollo! I agree that your point is worth discussing, defense. How, indeed, was the dead body raised up into the coffin? By the accused, Trucy Wright, that is. You're committed to pointing the finger at her no matter what, huh? Then you explain how that even be possible. But of course. There was a way for even a small creature like her to raise the victim's body up. Yep, here it comes. Huh? Wait, you really can't explain? I foresaw that our arguments would come to this, so I have prepared a witness. A witness, you say? Well, well, I admire your readiness, prosecutor. It is really not that difficult when one can read the ultimate outcome of any trial. He couldn't have really predicted that things would turn out like this, could he? It's pretty hard to believe. Excuse me, but may I step down now? Yes, I suppose you may. One moment, Detective Sky. I'm sorry for, the way I handle all of this. You did a fine job, Detective. Your testimony was invaluable. It was? Yes, you served well as a detective and did not allow your personal feelings to interfere. You overcame the conflicted emotions you felt and performed your duty admirably. You will be rewarded. You will be rewarded for your fine work. Oh, thank you. I hope we can work together again in the future. Emma seems bewildered by the unexpected praise. I guess he's a pretty nice person, like they say, as long as you're not up against him. Now then, let us call the next witness. It's gonna be Bunny. Yep. There she is. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the court. It's very nice to meet you, all of you. I'm a logomorphing illusionist from the land of fairy tales, Bunny the Fame. I can't wait to do some magic tricks for all of you. Please, witness, there is a time and a place for all things, including magic. Oh, but it would be okay if I do just a little magic, right? Come on, please. Look, everybody's waiting. Now's my chance to shine. Shut the fuck up. That is your second time. My second time doing what? There will be no further warnings. You should know that from our You should know that from our preparatory meeting, correct? Yep. Is no one exempt from His Holiness Rosary of Suffering? May we have your testimony, witness, once you've recovered from your disappointment? Well, as a huge fan of Trucy's, I don't really want to testify against her, but I guess I have to, don't I? As a huge fan of Trucy's, huh? What a load of bullshit. I hate her, I loathe her, I can't stand that Trucy Wright. Just because she's a little good at magic, she thinks she's all that? So this is exactly what that sniveling brat deserves. My ass. Sure, you're a real fan, alright? Of destroying Trucy, you mean? Alright. What bullshit are you gonna come up with? The understage passage. I really can't believe that Trucy killed Mr. Rios. I guess it's possible for a small girl to lift a dead body up if she used a stage lift. It is possible? Could Trucy really have? If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift number 2. Come on, you made it too easy. Too easy. He was on stage for the entire show, by the way. You made it too easy. Unless that's a trap for that. You were on stage the whole time and you're sure about that? There is no question. The entire audience could testify to that fact. What's more, she is shown clearly in the TV show footage as well. I couldn't possibly have killed Mr. Rios, not little old me. Therefore, the only person who could have killed the victim on the stage is the accused. Furthermore, by using a stage lift, even a petite young lady could have raised the body up to the stage without difficulty. You've got to be kidding me. Very well, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Wait, am I seeing this? Am I thinking correctly? Cross-examination. Is it that easy? I guess we'll see. She used a stage lift. It's possible could Trucy really have? If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift number 2. I feel like there's a trap here. Wait, hold it. Stage lift number 2. You mean the stage lift shown here on the left? That's right. With a stage lift, I think even a small girl could easily lift a dead body up to the stage. And so that makes her the murderer, in your opinion? Of course not, I believe in Trucy. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of hers. Oh brother, how long is she gonna keep this act up? Defense, what position was stage lift number 2 in after the show? Let's see, if I recall it was in the fully raised position. Ah. And the reason why it was fully raised is because the accused used it to lift the victim's body, wouldn't you agree? Feel free to slowly mull it over while you roast over the flames of hell, you evil red pepper. So now I'm also evil. Okay, no, I was on stage for the entire show, by the way. Yeah, that's true. But she couldn't have used the stage lift number 2. Right? Oh fuck, no, I'm not sure. Was there anything else related to the lift? I don't think so. She never told anyone that she had moved on the stage lifts. I'm not sure if it is this one or the testimony, the statement. I'm gonna bet it was the lift. I'm gonna bet it was that easy.
Objection!
Nope, it wasn't that easy. Well, I presented that evidence with plenty of confidence. Shh, you sure did, buddy. But that confidence is now waning by the second. Well, how about it, Mr. Justice? Do you have any inconsistencies to show the court or not? I was just doing some vocal training, so feel free to continue. And overlook the damage done to her hearing, Mr. Justice? I think not. Ouch, and what about the damage to my pride, Your Honor? She must have used station number 2. Yeah, no, it was... I guess it makes sense that it was the statement because she didn't tell anyone that the lift wasn't working, right?
Objection!
No, it wasn't that either. Holy shit. Okay. Then sorry, game. I guess I underestimated you. Consult? Get out of here with that shit. All right, let's start pressing. You said you are a huge fan of Drusi's, isn't that right? Oh yes, I even became a magician because I wanted to be just like her. The first time I saw her, she was performing at the Wonder Bar. She was only a junior high. She was only in junior high back then, but she got up on stage with tons of confidence. And then she proceeded to win my heart with her astonishing tricks and winning smile. She certainly sounds like she means all of that. Even though it's bullshit, so finally being able to perform with her must have been quite a treat for you, right? Oh yes, after all, it was my chance to have her see me. Not just as a fan, but as a fellow magician. Hey, little bunny. Okay. But then that horrible accident happened. It was not an accident, it was murder. Witness, please explain, if you would. How a small young woman such as Phoenix Wright could have raised the body. I guess it's possible for a small girl to lift a dead body after she uses stage lifts, okay? What makes you think it would be possible? It's not like you tried it out yourself, right? Oh, here we go. Well, actually, we did try it out for ourselves. You did? Holy shit. Detective Sky, if you would. Oh, hello Emma. That's why you made me do that. Detective Sky, what did he have you do? The prosecutor asked me to try raising one of the male police officers with the stage lift. Wait. Asked me to try raising one of the male police officers with their stage lift, without a single word of explanation as to why he was making me do it. You're kidding. It's as if he really can foresee all of our counter-arguments. Do not underestimate this humble servant of the... Do not underestimate this humble servant of the Holy Mother. Or like haughty. I guess that means Trucy could have lifted the dead body up. Does that mean... Is it possible? Could Trucy really have? Hold it. Is what possible? Could Trucy really have? What? Mr. Fame, please finish your sentence. Well, Don't try to beat around the bush. Come right out and say it. Why not tell this court what you really believe? What I really believe? Of course I don't believe Trucy could ever commit murder. Such an amazing and wonderful magician would never do such a thing. But taking all the facts into account, what else can I think? I know of at least 3 other unflattering things you really think about Trucy. How can you attack this girl when she's obviously speaking with reserve? There is such a thing as reading between the lines, Mr. Justice. It's sad how the youth of today lack the ability to do such a basic thing. Yes? Looking at me like that isn't going to help me stick my foot in my mouth less, Your Honor. Witness, please describe what the accused might have used to lift the dead body. Alright. If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift too. Okay, we pressed this already. I was on stage for the entire show, by the way. Hold it. You didn't have a single spare moment to slip down to the understage passage? Huh? Don't tell me you suspect me now. I'm just trying to do my job. By fully examining your alibi. Depending on how solid it is, I might have to suspect you, yes. You gotta be kidding me. Don't spit on my head and tell me it's raining, lawyer boy. I'm right there in the footage, or are you too much of an idiot to see? Huh? Mr. Fame, are you feeling alright? You seem suddenly different. Whoops. Where did that come from, right? Oh my, I seem to have snapped there for a second, didn't I? Teehee. Yeah. You didn't just snap, you broke character just now. In any case, I was on stage the whole time performing magic. I mean, you saw me in the footage, right? My dazzling and flawless performance. Flawless? That's odd, considering what you told me. You said that you'd made a mistake with where you positioned Mr. Hat. Mr. Fane, what is the defense referring? Oh, well, I made a little mistake on stage. I was in charge of operating Mr. Hat, you see. According to the script, I was supposed to place him to the left of the coffin. But I flubbed it up and made him stand to the right of the coffin instead. Alright, I'm still not sure why that would happen. And because of that mistake, Trucy had to move the stage lifts around. I feel really bad about messing Trucy up like that with my goof. Teehee. Darn it, I don't see any inconsistencies in her testimony. Hehe. Now do you know who the real killer is? Oh shit, so it was that was a fake cross-examination. I didn't have to present anything, I just had to press every statement. Come on, Gramps, don't just sit there. Hand down your ruling pronto. Do it quick before you keel over it up there. I beg your pardon? Whoops. Oh, what's gotten into me? I'm so sorry. I give her another 5 minutes before she tears off that mask. Well, defense. Are you ready to let it all go now? Of course not. I'll never give up. I see. I suppose this too is fate. The sacred scriptures of Qur'anism describe a variety of hells for the damned. For someone like you, who struggles ceaselessly against his fate, Papul Bolig seems most appropriate. People boil... What? Oh wait, that's Qur'anese. What sort of terrible place is Papul Bolig? A place where the more one struggles, the further one falls into the abyss. At the bottom of the abyss, a ferocious beast awaits. Think of it as something akin to an Antleon's sand pit trap. Oh, there's one of those in my backyard. Wow, Qur'anese hell is closer to home than I thought. Now then, it would appear that the witness's testimony supports the prosecution's claim that the defendant is the only one who could have killed the victim on the stage. Ugh, how are we supposed to get out of this jam? Hey Apollo, if you can't find any contradictions, maybe it's time to use analytical psychology. You mean, I heard some discord in Bonnie's voice while she was testifying. Yes. Go, Athena. See? which is picking up on the noise in her heart too. That's right, Athena can hear things others can't with her super sensitive hearing. She can hear the emotions people suppress as a kind of noise or discord in their voices. Alright, Athena, let's give it a try. You got it. Hold it. Your Honor. I'm afraid that our witness, Miss Defame, is suffering under terrible traumatic stress due to this horrible incident. She is? Yes. But with that terrible death on stage, and her beloved Trucy getting arrested, she's under awful strain and shock. In fact, I don't know how much more she can take before she is unfit to testify. What? Oh, I heard of that. What is it called? Postal stress disorder, right? It's where a person becomes uncontrollably angry, I think. I read about it somewhere. That's going postal, Your Honor. This is PTSD. Oh my. So that's why the witness acts so hostile at times, as if she were a different person. Yes, and I think her condition is clouding her memory of the incident. Therefore, I suggest a short therapy session for the witness. Ah, Athena's theme. Cool. Hold it. Huh? Therapy? You don't know the first thing about a magician's mental strength. I risked my life jumping through rings of fire and having my body sawn in half. Whoopsie. Boy, I have to watch my temper, don't I? Teehee. That's certainly not helping your case, lady. Miss Sykes, please do whatever you can to help this unfortunate young lady. And what exactly is this child planning to do, Mr. Justice? With her super sensitive hearing, Miss Sykes can hear a witness's true emotions. Simply from tone and inflection, she can tell exactly what a person is feeling. I can even pick out feelings that a witness is trying to suppress or hide, which it projects the emotions I hear into the mood matrix, where I can analyze them. It sounds like some sort of spurious devilry, though I find it hard to believe, I must ask. How do emotions constitute evidence? While I won't say that emotions can be taken as evidence per se, I have seen how instrumental Miss Sykes' work has been in cracking a case. Therefore, I wholly support giving it a try. Thanks, Judge. I see. If you are in favor of it, Your Honor, then I have no objections. Even this mere monk can see that something disturbs the witness. I'll disturb you. Oh, thank you for understanding, Prosecutor Samadi. Apollo, you remember how to conduct a therapy session, right? You want me to lead the session? Of course, you're the lead on this case, after all. Fair enough, but do I need a refresher? I think I remember how to do it. No need. I think I still remember from the last time, so let's get right to it. Okie dokie. You ready, Widget? Let's do this. Hell yeah, here we go, dude. I guess Trucy is the one who killed Mr. Rios. Right? Even she could move the body with that lift. I was on stage at the time. But that terrible mistake. Yeah, that makes sense. She felt surprise and a little bit of sadness when she made the mistake. I guess that makes sense. My stupid flop caused Trucy so much trouble. I felt so bad about it, but why are you happy though? Shit, wrong button. Right, pinpoint. Unexpected emotion is this. I have to say, Mr. Defame, you certainly are a strong one. Strange one, even. Even though you said I feel so bad about it, it seems you were feeling happy about it. Yeah? Ouch. I think I can guess why you were feeling happy. It must be because... It was Trussy's big debut. You made a mistake. You messed Trussy up. Should we? Yeah, we should. I think you were happy because you messed the defendant up. I'm right, aren't I? You gotta be kidding me. Why would I be happy I messed Trussy up? I'm a big fan of hers. Because we saw you. Oh, you're gonna stay out, say her. I hate her, I love her, yeah, I can stand her just because she's like, yeah, this is exactly what she's doing in the area. You gonna come up and say it, Apollo? We saw how you said you hated Phoenix Wright, how you were glad she was in trouble, and even how it was what she deserved. Ouch. It looks like I hit the bunny on the head, so to speak. 50% noise. Apollo, the noise level dropped. Now we could get it down to 0. Well, Mr. Fame, are you ready to confess how you really feel? What? What do you mean? I'm Bonnie, this sweet cute little bunny. I'm a rookie magician working hard to be just like my idol, Trussy. That's the character I'm supposed to be. Objection? Keep that up, Mr. Fame, and you're going to have a mental breakdown. Just let yourself be who you really are. Who I really am? The two sides of you are fighting each other and doing you psychic harm. I can hear them, two distinct voices battling inside you. Just shut your pie hole, you know nothing, know it all. I mean, you mustn't say things like that, or I might get flustered. Mr. Fame, how long do you insist on maintaining this wolf in sheep's clothing act? We can't end this therapy session until you get real with us. Set the wild beast inside you free. Ouch. Yeah. Okay. Is she going Super Saiyan? She's going Super Saiyan? Here we go. There she is. Don't make me laugh. You don't know a dang thing about me. You wanna see who I really am? Fine, take a good look. Oh shit. Holy shit. What is this? What in the world? Yeah. Sheep's clothing? You got it all wrong. It's a rabbit suit I've got on. And I'm not a wolf, I'm a blood-sucking vampire, a bat with fangs and wings. Yeah. I think we just opened Pandora's box. We might have. I'm finally done with that goody two-shoes cottontail act. I feel free as a bat. Never change, Ace Attorney. Defense, your therapy session has taken a turn for the worse, from the looks of it. There's a perfectly good explanation for this, isn't there, Miss Sykes? Me thinks I created a monster. We blew it! Hey you, Lobster Boy. Lobster Boy? Who, me? You think I'm glad Trussy's in trouble? That I think she's getting her just desserts? Well, guess what? You're right. Does this mean you admit to wishing the defendant harm? Well, the bat is out of the bag now. That mistake of mine was a work of art. Thanks to my goof, poor little Trussy had to do all of that hard physical labor. When you say hard physical labor, what are you referring to? Oh, she didn't tell anyone about that. Right? That's what the... Trussy moved the stage lifts to cover for Bonnie's mistake. She had told no one about this. Okay, we got a lead. Because of Mr. Hat's new position, Trussy had to move both of those huge stage lifts. They must have been so heavy. What a riot, Kiki. That's strange. Athena, could you please add that last statement to Bonnie's testimony? Alright, I'll update the mood matrix with the new info. Alright. Alright, so now we're going back to the cross-examination. Hey Apollo, now there's a new inconsistency in the testimony. Yeah, she finally slipped up, so what do I need to do now? Well, from this point onward, you just do what you do best. Find the contradiction in her testimony and present evidence to refute it. Alright, I've got you now, Bunny to Fame. Let's fucking do it. I guess Truce is the one who killed Mr. Rios. And she could have moved it over the lift, and I was on stage with a terrible mistake. New info. You know what? She serves her right. Kihihi. Thanks to that, she ended up having to move the stage lifts. Am I falling into another trap? I'm not sure. I'm gonna save. And I guess it's time to present her statement. Objection! Yep, that's right. That doesn't make sense. What? So you think I'm crazy now? No, that's not the point I was trying to make. But I don't hear you denying it. Miss DeFame, allow me to repeat your statement. Thanks to that, she ended up having to move the stage lifts. Hehe, that's right, and I still say that's just what she does. But how did you know? How did you know Miss Wright moved the stage lifts? Huh? According to her own statement, she didn't tell anyone that she had done so. What? So how could you possibly have known what she had done unless you saw her? You saw Miss Wright moving the lifts in the understage passage, didn't you? Did you? Did she? Could she have? But she was on stage. Or... well, no, I don't think that's necessarily true. Bye-bye. You did it, Apollo. Noise levels are at 0%. But, Mr. Justice, wouldn't that mean... Yes, Your Honor. Miss DeFame herself was under the stage where the victim was killed. And I hardly need to tell the court what that means. You are one awful liar, Miss DeFame, and one spectacular suspect. Yeah. Why, you shiny red lobster boy? You're saying I killed Mr. Rios? Saying that it's a possibility. What's more? I say you had a solid motive to frame my client for the murder as well. Took you long enough. My apologies for raining on the defense's merry revelry. But you seem to have forgotten one very important point. Oh, really? The TV footage. As you can clearly see, Miss DeFame was on the stage the whole time. The entire audience can bear witness to that fact, including you. Oh, yeah. You have just taken a long and senseless journey only to return to the starting line. The witness could not have been in the understage passage, which means the only one left that could have killed the victim is the accused. I guess the power is over. But Miss DeFame knew something she couldn't have known unless she was under the stage. How do you explain that, Prosecutor Samadi? It's quite simple. The accused must have told Miss DeFame about it, but then forgot. Open those useless eyes of yours and take a good look at the footage. If Miss DeFame really was in the understage passage, it would mean she was on stage and understage at the same time. Oh, what are you implying, Athena? You mean she was in two places at once? Wait. Don't tell me she has a twin. That does seem to be the only explanation that makes any sense. It may be an explanation, but I'm not so sure about the makes sense part. Then we'll just have to make it make sense. Here we go. Your Honor, the witness was both on stage and understage at the same time. This is the defense's assertion. Are you sure about that, Apollo? I've heard some illogical things come out of you before, but this is absurd. I'm sure you'll change your tune once you hear my reasoning, Your Honor. My gut tells me you're bluffing, but I'll bite. Okay, I'll bite. Very well, Mr. Justice. How do you explain how the witness was in two places at once? Ah, shit. There were two bunnies. Was there? Oh fuck, I don't know. Alright, let's take a look at the evidence. I don't think the evidence is gonna help me. Oh shit, I'm just gonna have to guess. Mysterious transforming into a dragon intrusive head trick. West teleportation intrusive escape trick. Teleportation trick, intrusive escape trick. Okay, that could be something. Yeah, maybe she was downstairs and she took the iron sword, the metal sword that Trucy left downstage, and Bunny took it upstairs and replaced it with a rubber one, so to make it seem like Trucy stabbed Mr. Reyes. Alright, so what are our options? The bunny on stage was fake. They're making me think about how her teleportation magic works. I don't want to say she teleported because, I mean, what's the point? I'm thinking that there were two bunnies. That would make the most sense, but how am I going to prove that? I don't know. And the bunny on stage was fake. How am I going to prove that either? Ah, fuck it. Let's just go with it. Whatever. I saved. There were two bunnies. There were two bunnies, Your Honor. If that were the case, it would all make sense, wouldn't it? There were two of them? I suspected you had a few screws loose, but now I see some are missing altogether. Is there a toolkit in this courtroom, Your Honor? I suppose three screws to the head should right in his putrid brain. Very well, bailiff, could you hold it? No, wait, please listen to my argument. Very well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to at least give it a listen. As we argued earlier, Miss Defame is shown in the footage the whole time. But at the same time, she was also watching Miss Wright in the understage passage. The only possible explanation is that there are two bunnies. That almost sounds like it makes sense. What do you think, Prosecutor Sanadi? This humble servant of the Holy Mother is of the opinion that we should lose no time in replacing the defense's many lost screws. Well, thank you. But, Apollo, it goes against reality itself to say that one person is actually two. But we don't have to be bound by reality. After all, we're talking about magic here. So if the bunny Defame in the footage is the real bunny, then the bunny here on the witness stand, the one who must have been on the stage, this bunny Defame is our second bunny. Oh, she is? Say we call the one in front of us Bunny 2. I believe I have just a piece of evidence to prove that a Miss Bunny number 2 exists. Oh, then please submit your evidence, Mr. Justice. Really? What proves the existence of a Bunny number 2? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, the fingerprints! Oh, shit! Wait, the fingerprints? Could that be it? I don't know. Wait. That could be it. Oh, fuck! Oh, wait, let's see. Let's see this again. Oh yeah, wrong camera. Yeah, to say that she was always on stage, it's... Well, let's see. She's still there. And now she's not for the rest of the recording. So yeah, I'm gonna put it on the fingerprints actually. That seems very clever. Yup. What's this? During our investigation, we found a set of unknown prints in the coffin on the stage. These prints were most likely left during the course of the show. But they didn't match the prints of any of the people involved in the case. An unknown third party's fingerprints? I was not told of this. Emma must have kept it from him. So the question is, who could these prints possibly belong to? Ah, she's sweating. Ah, she's sweating. Mr. Fame, or should I say Bonnie number 2. These are your fingerprints, aren't they? Yes, let's go. Enough of this foolishness. One person could not possibly be 2. Those fingerprints could have been left, not only during the show, but at any time. It's not like you to lose your cool like that, Prosecutor Samadi. Hell yeah. And I'm sure you know that. Exactly when the fingerprints were made is not the main issue here. What do you mean by that, Mr. Justice? The issue is who do these unknown prints belong to? They're certainly not Bonnie the Fames. But what if they belong to the person standing right in front of us? Oh, you mean Bonnie number 2 is the second Bonnie? Is that what you're implying? It's preposterous to suggest that those prints belong to the witness. I say they must belong to some other unknown individual. Prosecutor Sarmedi, can you really look at her and still say that? What are you looking at? Take a picture. It'll last longer. How could this be? If we check her prints, I'm sure it'll match the unknown set. Well, Bonnie, the prints that don't belong to the real you belong to you, don't they, Bonnie number 2? Witness, is what the defense has said true? Hehehe. Fine, I admit it. The fingerprints are mine. Oh, she said it. And does that mean you aren't Bonnie the Fame? What? Ridiculous. Holy shit, dude. Where is this going? Are there really 2 bunnies? Nope, there's only 1 bunny. That's because I'm Betty. Betty the Fame. What? Ladies and gentlemen of the court, it's time for a wondrous magic show. Gasp in amazement as this lagomorphing illusionist performs her teleportation magic. Watch closely, it's showtime. What is happening? Uh-oh. Oh shit! Oh, a female likes it. I think he said something to her. Oh shit. Okay, there they are. What an amazing trick. The witness has suddenly split into 2 people. It's not a trick, no gimmick to it either. We're simply twins. What? Twins? Yeah, I figured as much. So that's how the teleportation trick works. Ever since our debut, I've had to hide or pretend I'm Bonnie. All cute and sweet and goody-goody. I can't tell you how stressful it's been. But I don't have to hide anymore. That's right, our days of sneaking around are finally over. Their cover's blown, but they actually seem pretty happy about it. So which one of you is the nice Bonnie the fame we met in the dressing room? That would be me. The sharp-tongued Bonnie we saw with the ratings Raja on the stage was... Hey, who you calling sharp-tongued? It's all starting to make sense now. Alright, fingerprints updated. So, Mr. Justice, this changes the facts of the case rather dramatically, doesn't it? It certainly does. During the show, it was Bunny who was on stage the whole time. So Bunny couldn't have committed the crime. But Betty, on the other hand, who was on the stage, did have the opportunity. Alright. Meh. Well, so we have now two suspects. Hold it. Wait just a minute there, lobster boy. I didn't do it. That's right, Betty might have a foul mouth, but she'd never kill anybody. Hey, who's got a foul mouth here? Oh, well, speak up, huh?
Hold it!
Hold it. Please save your sibling squabbling for later. They're actually kind of cute. Betty, you must have been in the understage passage during the show. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known about the stage lifts being moved. So what exactly were you doing down there? Fine, I'll testify. Anything to get you off my back. Prosecutor Samadi, Betty the Fame is ready to testify. What do you say? Betty, you lied to this humble servant of the Holy Mother. Hey, what else could I do? I couldn't blow our cover and ruin our magic act. Besides, am I gonna go to your twilight hell or whatever for being a liar? You will indeed. However, it won't be after your death. Rather, I shall give you a taste of your punishment on this mortal coil in interrogation hell. Jesus. Now then, Betty the Fame, please explain to this court what exactly you were doing under the stage. Shit. I think I'm gonna end it here. It has been an hour and a half. I'm gonna keep playing this on my own. Of course, I'm gonna check how the audio turned out, or rather how my pronunciation turned out, because I have to pay attention if I wanna upgrade my English. Okay, see you then.